Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 15, live fan reactions. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. What a difficult episode. Amazing. The acting was incredible. I appreciate you guys being patient, being here. Before we get too far into it, I just want to explain why we canceled the countdown. We love doing the countdown. We wanted to get everybody together tonight at 8 o'clock, and of course, this was all throughout the internet, YouTube. It was being spammed to everybody. So for fear of having spoilers leaked during our countdown show where we just want to hang out, we decided to cancel that show. So I figured I owed each of you an explanation. And then we just wanted to do the reaction video. This was rough. I mean, even knowing the spoiler, I do have to tell you, the Henry thing... You know, I thought we'd get in here, and a lot of people, you know, the way they fought at the end, and Tara and Enid and that story developing. But I tell you, the Henry death, I thought would be the toughest, whether you liked him or you didn't like him. The impact on Carol and how the story's going to develop, just unbelievable. Tom Ferrer super chatting says, I think was worse than Glenn's death. I think in different ways. It certainly was a little bit worse, and you guys, many of you knew the spoiler. So to know the spoiler and to still have it have that impact, amazing. So, yeah, I'm not going to ask you guys at this point because we got so many people. We're going to have a couple thousand people in the stream very shortly. So, and if we all put up a bunch of numbers, a lot of those are going to be flagged, and you know, just want to get some emotions. Some people typing. I'm going to call on a few people. Obviously, people super chatting. We're going to jump around, but I just want to give you kind of. I thought it was brilliant. Let me first and foremost just say Angela Kang is amazing, absolutely amazing. I was going back and forth. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not crying. I'm just. I need a drink. I'm a little nasally right now. That's all I can say. I am a little choked up, but I can promise you I'm not crying. I didn't get quite to that level, but I did get a lump in my throat about the time that when I saw the Daryl Carol scene. It was tough. But I was talking to the moderators, and you could just kind of see it playing out. And there was sadness upon sadness in there. Henry not showing up at the movie. I mean, if we just take away some of the major events and just look at the minor things and the level of detail, you know, stranded at the movie, their last kiss, and then it was tough. I thought that would be tough. I don't want to make this episode about Henry, but man, that little sucker got to me by the end of it. It's like, I didn't like him. It's like, man, you had to make me like that storyline. Jennifer Flaherty said, anyone else cry the whole time? All right, go ahead and admit it. We're going to do a therapy session. Like I said, we're going to have a couple thousand people in here. And if you know what, if you can't cry in front of a couple thousand of your best friends, then who the hell can you cry in front of? So I'm in a tougher position than the rest of you because I have to talk. I wish I could kind of type and just kind of sit back and chill a little bit. We got Tom Ferrer super chatting the music in that scene by Bear McCrary got to me. So I can't slow down. Everybody's like, can you slow down chat? No, we're going to have 3,000 people here in a little bit. But I will jump around. It will calm down a little bit. Let me ask you guys from a reaction standpoint, what hit each of you the hardest? And keep in mind, your comments are a permanent part of this video, so I see some people saying they cried the whole time. Codus, like, yeah, I'm pissed. Diamond Dave, super chatting, a little love for Tara. Alpha crying. People seeing Tara's head on the pike. Yeah, I can see that. Carol's reaction says dark. Yep. Unbelievable. Joe Fulford says, seeing Tara's head on the pike. Signing the pact. Interesting. Damon Terizio says, signing the pact. Seeing Carol was the toughest. And the H, it seemed like the H was for Hilda, and the H was for Hilltop, and then the H for Henry. What an amazing hidden clue there. We got a super chat up in here, so let me, Hugo Lopez says, feeling the rage against the whispers. That is a great point, Hugo. First of all, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the amazing large crowd here. I am going to say, though, for these huge crowds that are here, you guys subscribe. If you like talking about The Walking Dead every night, don't just pop in. Pop in and hang out with us. We have an awesome community here. Kitty Cat says, oh my God, I can't believe Tara's gone. So many characters at once. Fluff Salisbury, the way they built the tension was amazing. The sense of impending doom. And Fluff, we've been talking about spoilers, and they still were able to pull that off. Unbelievable. It still surprised me. Let's see. We got another super chat in here. We got a couple more super chats. Crimson 19 says, side note, Connie definitely has something for Daryl. I like the way Connie's recycling some of the written notes too. Jacob Suspico, thank you so much. Appreciate that super chat. If you guys super chat, just do me a favor. Definitely appreciate that, but just put a little tagline down at the bottom because I'd love to read your comment if you do a super chat. So we did mention in one of the earlier streams that even if you're not a big fan of all the characters, that they were going to send them out the right way. And, it's going to be a lot of emotion, so moderators, be patient, please, with some of the comments. Lakeisha says, very slow episode, not worth the hype, and why does Daryl trust Lydia so much when kids tried to kill him in 14? I'll miss Tara. Lakeisha, I disagree. I thought it was appropriate. I think with that much death, you can't just, I don't think you can rush through it. I mean, kind of to each their own, but I got to tell you, I absolutely loved it. This is my favorite episode of The Walking Dead ever. Daryl Stoltz says, Killshot, do you think Sadiq is lying and will be found out a traitor next week in season 9? No, I don't. I don't think so. Daryl, I know that was a rumor at one point, but that speech was definitely moving. I think it's legit. I think she did leave him alive to tell that story. Whisper Zeta, man, that her Daryl was shown was huge. Yes, it was. Alpha she's got the tools, she's got the violence, she still loves her daughter, but not somebody to mess with when you have that many weapons with the walkers. Jaden says Henry actually hit the most. I'm going to agree with you. I never thought I would say that. I never, ever thought I would be on a live stream and say the Henry scene really got me, but it absolutely did. I am loving that next super chat. We got somebody, there you go. RTD Slayer says, damn, we need Negan. I agree with you. We do need us some Negan. Over 50, we've got about 2,000 people in the stream, everybody. So, super, super awesome group tonight. Thank you for being here. We got another super chat. William, The Walking Dead Billboard says, the way they showed loved ones looking for Pike victims before showing the heads was intense. I thought so as well. Really, really good. Tom Ferreira, how will Negan react to the Pikes? He's going to get it third party because he's locked up right now. We got another super chat. Joel Rezer says, sad. I don't think it's done. Another in the finale. Joel's predicting a little bit more death. American Pride, 7777. The way they flashed back the fair showed people noticing their loved ones missing. American Pride, we did predict that. We were on the money with that, the way that was going to go down. So do you guys think it constitutes a red fair? I think so. I mean, we didn't see it, but it certainly... I think the death lived up to the hype. I really do. I'm going to jump around here because super chats are happening really, really quickly. So we got another super chat, and it is... Hold on, everybody. I'm trying to keep up. Josh D. This is one of the best, if not the best episode. I'm going to say, for me, it was definitely the best. I'm not just saying it because of the hype around it. Absolutely phenomenal. How do you think Lydia will retaliate? I think you're going to see a Lydia versus Alpha battle. What if Lydia's the one to take down Alpha instead of Negan and says this is for Henry? Jay Carroll, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate that, my man. Or, I'm sorry, could be a woman. We got Steve Smitherman. Thanks for all you do. This episode was masterfully done. Angela Kang has done a magnificent job this season. Always been a Rick guy, but Daryl's taken on the role as a leader. Yeah, Daryl. Hey, guys, let's hear it for Daryl tonight. I mean, I heard so much hype around Avi Nash, and Sadiq did a great job. Daryl's acting I know I give him a hard time, and because he does a lot of grunting, but you guys know Daryl, right? I don't care if he is sorry. I'm going to kill that son of a bitch. Daryl knocked it out of the park. As much as I like Negan's acting and what he's brought to the table, I definitely liked Norman Reedus tonight. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the super chats, everybody. They're happening. They are fast and furious tonight. So Jacob says, I didn't see emotion from the King. Great episode. And the way they went out got me teared up. Yeah, the memorial, I thought there could have been a little more sadness in the memorial. If you want to nitpick it, I thought there'd be a little bit more tears and a little bit more emotion, but the border scene had enough of that for me. Najee Watt says, maybe 10 deaths in 15 and the other 2 in 16. Guess we'll see. Marcus N. Governor and Negan were hands-on. This event was lame. They didn't show any hands-on by Alpha. She's been seen killing anyone besides her own group. Absolutely lame compared to the governor. I respect your opinion. I don't agree with it, but I certainly respect it. And we'll take a little bit of a survey here in a minute. June Smith, why are they taking people out? Why? I literally puke. I hope Carol take her down. Poor Tara. Yeah. I'm feeling it, June. I'm telling you. I'm right here with you. Jay Carroll, thanks again. American Pride says, I love Daryl. Yeah, absolutely incredible job. And I knew Norman was a great actor, but I like that they're breaking his typical mold on the show. Laura Brown, the sheer brutality was terrifying, left us feeling like you had seen a horror movie. Definitely. Stood on my feet in front of the TV the whole show. Great comment, Laura. Thank you for that. Mr. Jones and me, the music score during the Pike scene, very good. Tyler, I think Carol will adopt Lydia. I like the fact that they're not blaming Lydia. I do like that. SJW Gamer, the way that the Highwaymen ran into safe, that was great. Somebody messaged me a little bit earlier and said Ozzy was a waste of a great character, but I think Ozzy came through, even in a short period of time. Thomas D, too many Pike victims we don't care about, in my opinion. Tom, I'm going to disagree a lot tonight. I got to tell you, because you guys know where I stand on this, but I thought the build-up and getting down to Henry at the end was definitely I didn't need to care about all of them because it was sad enough as it was. So I'm glad it wasn't Michonne and Carol and a whole bunch of other people, to be perfectly honest with you. And we did say that if you're disappointed by the list, as long as the story played out really well, then it would be heartbreaking. And Debbie R. says, didn't care for Henry, but that was heartbreaking. And I think she wrote it perfectly. Well, she produced it perfectly. Good comments, everybody. Great comments. And once again, you guys all do me a favor. 2,000 people in here. I'm just going to ask you guys, can we get this thing up to 1,000 likes at least? That's a one minor thing. Love being here. Love hanging out with you guys. But when people watch the playback on this, we want them to know the 999 Army is front and center, forefront. We want to be the largest live streaming Walking Dead content. So if you guys could all do me a favor and just like the heck out of this video, pike the like button. And let me get to a couple more super chats because we got some people getting some content up in here. Alpha, meet Lucille. Lucille, meet Alpha. Love it. I'm waiting for that introduction. Jennifer Flaherty, thank you so much. Appreciate that super chat. And I'm going to jump around to a couple more. I'll get to a couple other comments in just a minute. But the super chatters are going nuts tonight. William, the Walking Dead billboard. Enid was heartbreaking, so sad. How the difference between the Enid Pike didn't bother me as much as the Candy Apple scene. The Candy Apple scene with her and Alden, she's so naive, and I guess you're my boyfriend, and we forget that they haven't been through these real relationships like other people. So when I saw that and knowing what I knew about the spoiler, I was like, oh God, they're doing this so well in advance. What will trigger Negan to go to the Whispers? I think Michonne. I think in the back of Michonne's mind, she's like, you know what? Alpha may have a whole bunch of walkers, but we got Negan. What do you guys think Negan's equivalent to? 1,000 walkers? Maybe it'll be Daryl that lets him out. Somebody predicted that a little bit earlier. I thought it would be Judith. Then I got kind of transitioned to Michonne. But you know what? It might be Daryl. Maybe Daryl's going to go back and say, I need this crazy son of a gun in order to beat that crazy woman. Yep. All right. Another super chat. We've got Matthew Musgrave says, think there would be a big death for the group crossing the border. I don't think in 16. But, you know, you could be right. I mean, something has to push them again. And I do think Alpha and Beta are going to be right there, and they're going to be ready to attack. But, once again, free Negan. Let's get Negan back into the whole scope of the story. Jennifer Lawson, thank you so much. Appreciate that super chat. We got a lot of people. Typically, we're a little bit more PG-13 rated, but there's just a lot of raw emotion tonight, understandably. We're looking the other way on a lot of the language tonight. Usually we try to keep it, but I get it. You know, we lost some major people. I got to tell you, though, when Tara pushed back at first with Lydia, I was kind of like, I wasn't really feeling the liking Tara. But then when she kind of gave in a little bit and then I saw her fight at the end, it's like, I don't want Tara to die. Awesome Beard, longtime sub, first live super chat, RMP, Enid, and Oz. I like how you put Oz up there as one of your favorite too. Not Henry, not Tara, just Oz. Yeah, Oz got a fan club in a short period of time. Let me jump around. Got a couple more super chats that I want to jump into. And, you know, if I miss any, I apologize. I'm trying to catch up as quick as I can. William wants to know, do you guys think Negan will bring Alpha back to the community and face punishment? Free Negan? No. I think Alpha's going to go where she wants to go, William. If Negan is involved, Negan will kill her. Mr. Black says, they went out like G's. Free Negan. Yep, absolutely. They that was the part of the story I really liked of Sadiq telling. Chara Undertale says, so Rosita didn't die, but where is she and Jerry? They were at the, I think they were at the memorial. I'll have to go back and watch it now. Kyle Schultz says, Lydia has two moms, Alpha and the Whisper in Alexandria. We've got a couple more super chats here. Hold on, everybody. Randy Walton. There's only Daryl, Carol, and Michonne left for me. If you kill those off, there's nothing to tie me to the show. So why are you disappointed at the lineup? I think there'll be some attachment to some of the other characters. I mean, old school people, maybe. But, I think Magna is quickly developing a fan club. Whisper Zeta. I'm curious about what's going to happen in the finale. Perhaps Negan is set to let out and they find someone on the radio. Maybe we hear Rick's voice on the radio, you guys think? Possibly. Bold prediction. Josh D. Best episode. One small nitpick for me. I wish there was a scene with Tara, Rosita, and or Eugene. I did like the Eugene Rosita scene. Really, really liked that. I think one of my favorite lines was when Eugene tried to get her to do some RPG, like some Dungeons & Dragons something. She's like, don't push your luck. Great, great line. It kept his geek intact. Daryl Stoltz, big super chat. Thank you so much, Daryl. Appreciate that. That is some bright pink. That's like the red fair super chat. I think Gage will blame Lydia for this travesty and will be the one to stir up the communities against next week. I'm also predicting Rick or Morgan on the radio. I like that. Angela Kang has breathed new life in the Walking Dead TV series. Well said, super chat. And I like your theory on Gage stirring up more controversy. He is a troublemaker. You could see it from day one. And I think you're right. He's going to be disrupting from the inside. And I think that was a little bit of the synopsis, too. So, very, very good prediction there. Danny K, we forgot Alpha killed a Whisperer out of nowhere. Just rage. Crazy woman. Filthy Gaming, knowing the victims ahead of time did not soften the blow at all. Got extremely sick to my stomach. We have said when there is spoilers, we don't love spoilers. We talk about spoilers because they're out there. And if you guys know our channel, we're not just here, Spoiling Dead's fan page does an amazing job. Shout out to them. We like to use their spoilers at the end of the week just to kind of validate our predictions. And I think it did help soften it a little bit. Those of you that didn't watch the spoilers can probably answer that question for us, but it was still tough. Johnny Martin, super chat. Kills, will Negan be freed next week or hinted? I think he's freed next week. 100% out. I think that's going to be the big epic moment going into season 10. is that we got to have a little bit of hope, right? Jacob, by the way, just joined the Army. Love this channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you guys being here. And Jacob, do me a favor. Let all these new people that are coming into our chat right now know what a family environment this is and how much fun we have during the week. Hopefully this is not a one-shot deal for you guys. We're going to be streaming tomorrow night at 8 o'clock at night, 9:30. So 8 and 9:30 on this channel all throughout the week. And, of course, you guys know we'll be here for the reactions as well. A couple more super chats. Let me jump around. I'm trying to keep up. I'm like an auctioneer tonight talking about The Walking Dead because hopefully this is working as therapy. You guys are kind of talking it out and getting your mind off of it a little bit. Lakeisha says group should have been pissed. They look dazed. I do agree with that. I think it's the shock of the brutality of the Pikes, though. When you experience that and you have to convey that message, it's going to take a little while for the anger to kick in. VZ the Great. So Eugene and the redhead were an item. Frankie, I not sure, but I did say maybe that was Eugene's long lost baby. Maybe not. William the Walking Dead billboard. More going to be on the radio. Here comes new group for season 10. Maybe, William, but we still got some time back and forth. It's going to be tough to, I think, keep the audience. They've done a really good job with both shows with time skips, but I think if you combine them on both at the same time, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Chara, Negan makes Beta and some Whispers get in a lineup. You know, that might be a lineup that people would not mind seeing. Possibility. I know the first lineup, though, was enough. It was tough to recover from that. So a Negan redemption lineup, is that what you're hinting towards? All right, let me see. Let me see who's next super chat jumping in here. All right, everybody do me a favor. Once again, I'm going to call on a couple random people. Pike the like button. There's probably going to be, based on the numbers, and this is concurrent, I'm going to say 6,000 to 7,000 people are in the live stream right now between jumping around. So thank you. Appreciate. This is probably this is up there with season 7, probably one of our largest live streams ever. So thank you for being a part of that. And if we don't get to everybody's comment, your comments will be a part of this video. So keep typing, keep communicating with each other. I know it's hard to keep up when there's this many people typing at one time, and especially in an emotional stream. It's like a lot of real emotion kicking in. Yo Kills, not buying Sadiq and Alpha, knew a lot about the groups. She did. But, you know, one could assume she was just there listening in to everything that was going on. I think that's where the assumption she's a traitor pops in. But I don't think so. I think Alpha is just, as a leader, I think she's just a very quick learner. All right, let's see. Randy Walton is going to take some air support from the helicopters. So you think Jadis Group might come back in order to take out the Whispers? Judy Perry, thank you so much. Judy says, love the 999. Appreciate that. And I'm going to throw this question out to the group. Hold on a second. Got another super chat. Let me get William's super chat. Can't believe how bad Henry's death got to me. William, I'm pretty sure all week long we said the Henry death, whether you like Henry or not, is probably going to be the one that hits the group the most. And I did see a lot of people typed Henry. Look, from a character standpoint, certainly Tara was big, but the Henry reaction, I think, is what's going to take a little while to sink in because of Carol and because of Daryl and because of Ezekiel. I hope Ezekiel, I hope Ezekiel doesn't cross the border. Can Jesus, then Tara's death, bring Maggie back? Something has to bring Maggie back. Please. Where are you, Maggie? Daryl Stultz, kill shot. Were you disappointed Alpha didn't deliver her classic line to Rick from the comic book to Daryl? Also, I'm going to join the 999 Patreon Army on April 1st. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And I'll tell you guys a little bit about our channel as well, too, because we do a little bit, hopefully some things are a little bit different. Seth Morgan, the Pike scene was indeed a hard pill to swallow. Not as hard as losing Glenn, Abraham, and Carl over the past few seasons. It wasn't as drawn out, but I think from an effect standpoint, and we still haven't seen what's going to go down with Ezekiel. I'm scared that Ezekiel's going to want to go up there and see Henry's Pike and cross over into their land and, It's going to snow in the next episode, and we saw the snow starting to fall. So if Ezekiel walks up that hill and gets himself in trouble, it could be a problem. Sheila Beasley, think Carol's reaction tore me up. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Najee Watts, how do you think they'll handle the army of walkers? That's a great point. We have seen big groups of walkers before. We've seen music, in many cases, be a deterrent. Maybe Eugene can come up with another invention, keep the walkers at bay again. It's just going to be, you're dealing with somebody that's twisted, somebody that is hurt over her daughter, somebody that has people that will die for her, and she's got a whole bunch of walkers at her disposal. Seems like it's going to be tough to beat that. You definitely need somebody as twisted as Negan on your side. But she did say to Daryl, I've walked your streets, and I think that Negan's going to have to do the same thing. If Alpha can walk the streets of the kingdom, Negan can walk through the wilderness with a mask on. I'm going to jump around and get a couple more questions in here. Newfield 12. Kills. Was the comic Pike scene worse than the TV scene? I have not gotten that far into the comic. You guys know I'm on 120. During the off season, I'll catch up and get through the Whisper arc. So that's kind of my challenge, is to catch up on reading the comics for you guys. And if you haven't followed the comic, this would be a good time to go back and catch up on some of the past reads, because we will certainly be breaking it down. And some of our fans can probably speak to that a little bit better than I can. All right, got a couple more super chats in here. And let's see. I'm getting caught up with you guys. I'm getting fast. Thomas D. The group needs to create their own walker horde. Fight fire with fire. Or just get on the inside and kill a bunch of whispers and let the horde take them out. But, I mean, you can't get rid of that horde unless somebody said it earlier. Some firepower. Commonwealth, anybody? Can we bring in some helicopters, some missiles, some armored vehicles? I mean, you're going to need something to take down those walkers. Deidre Lesage says, think King realized it was Alpha he was showing around, maybe blame himself because he was so close. Ooh, that is a good prediction, Deidre. The fact that Lydia told him my mom was there, he is going to put it all together. Good point. There's going to be a lot of blame. A lot of people blaming themselves. Chris Matthew, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate that. Randy Walton, Eugene's ham radio is going to lead to Rick, or is it going to lead Michonne away from the show in order to find Rick? Possibility. Frederick Gasaway says, is it just me, or did the trauma to Henry seem more violent than the others? We'll probably never know, and I think kind of the point of that is, was Alpha rougher with him than the other ones? I don't know. And I'm probably not going to go back and analyze the Pikes to see what was done to him. But one can only imagine that, and maybe the writers or Angela Kang just wants us to leave us to our own devices about how that played out. That Henry was, going at her the most, or he was defending the group the most. Yeah, that was tough. Let's see. Hey, let me say this to you guys. Thank you for everybody being here for our reaction video. I know there's a lot of emotion, but I do feel like a lot of the typing and a lot of talking about it and being in a big group like this, hopefully it's helping. If it's helping you, then put it in chat. Hit the like button. You guys give this a thumbs up. Maybe we can get it over 1,000 likes before the end of our stream. That would be a first for one of our live streams. But if it's serving as a little bit of 999 Army therapy and you like what we do, then hit that like button, everybody. If Sadiq is lying, I'll be so mad. This is Russ Hunkins. Carl's final episode was my favorite of all time, and it means he died for nothing. Yeah, I don't think Sadiq is lying. And I don't, not just for the story. I think you're right. It is important for the story. But judging by the way Sadiq is trying to bring everybody together and talking about unity and holding their own and possibly even fighting, I think his message is from the heart. I really do. We got Tom Ferreira. You have to be a sadistic bastard not to feel sad. Well, I'm not going to call out people that are immune to it. To each their own. Some people watch the show just for the sheer horror and the gore. So there are going to be some people that don't feel anything. I did, and I have no problem admitting that it was a very moving episode. My favorite episode of The Walking Dead tonight. Absolutely. I will make no bones about it. Madden Slayer says, I think Negan is going to do something to Alpha to earn trust. Ooh. I got to think that one through. Let's see, who else we got? We got Hippo's Thoughts tomorrow on Facebook. Be there. It's a great segue. Introducing, if you guys like to talk Walking Dead, down in the description we have our Facebook fan page. Would love to have a whole lot of new people join and talk. We don't do spoilers there. We do spoilers in some of our YouTube videos, but Facebook page is just family, just to hang out, everybody. So would love to have you guys there. Fluff says, I did enjoy seeing Judith be able to just be a kid in the episode playing with Jerry and his family. Great point. I did notice that scene and just how normal everybody was. And even the Ezekiel line to Carol, like, can you believe our son is going on a date with a girl to a movie? And never happened. That was, if you didn't know the spoilers, that was still a little bit of foreshadowing there. Like, nope, should have never said it. What do we got? We got Alyssa Ramos, Lydia, going to be Carol's third kid. Well, maybe Lydia can grow up like Carol and be ruthless like Carol. Do you imagine going from Alpha as your mom to Carol as your mom? It's like similar, but it's different at the same time. William, Walking Dead Billboard. If Siddiq is lying, do you think he will have his own flashback and show the deaths of characters? No. I am not going to put a conspiracy theory out there. I don't think Siddiq is lying. I think that's the way it went down. We can certainly talk about it and look at it. I think Siddiq is legit. But I don't think that once all this is done, and the person super chatted a little bit earlier about Gage, just because they're all sad and they're going through a memorial right now does not mean that they're not going to be at each other's throats. Not mean they lost some things, so they're going to blame each other quite a bit. They're absolutely going to be devastated. I'm not going to let that one fly. Yeah, Evandro, you guys can certainly be passionate and emotional, and I get the frustration, but yeah, let's not come in and say screw AMC and not exactly saying it that way. One thing I'm going to say is you can be emotional, but I'm just not a fan of spamming cussing over and over again. It's still a live stream, everybody. Have a little bit, not trying to parent you, but just say something intelligent. You can say whatever you want and just get it out, but just don't keep doing it. I get it. I'd much rather read your thoughts, your theories, your predictions, your comments, those things. Because it's a lot easier for me to respond. And if you do keep doing it, then the moderator, Zach, they're just going to ban you. So, Zach, you can go away. Sorry. Hate to call you out in front of 4,000 other people. But, yeah, you will never be attending one of our streams again, sadly. Well, not sadly. You got to go. All right, bye. I mean, how do you bring attention to yourself in a stream with a couple thousand people? You just kind of keep doing it over and over again. No, my point is, we're all adults, and I get it, and you can say what you want, but I want to be able to respond to something you say. And if you just come in and say, like, F this, and I'm going to say, okay, yeah, all right, I agree with you, but what are we going to talk about here? And the moderators are doing a heck of a job tonight. So you guys do me a favor. Those people that are members and your text is in green, you guys hit the mod emojis for me really, really quickly. And I'm going to make an announcement in a little bit because we got a ton of new people here. Deborah Johnson says, how did Henry end up with the group when he didn't leave with them? He was only checking on the pipes of the kingdom. They were all together according to Siddiq. So, Deborah, Alpha just kidnapped them little by little. So she didn't, there was some debate whether or not she would kill them there or whether or not she lured them away. They were lured away, and she was not the only person there. She had some people waiting outside. They were doing her dirty work and taking them to a spot where they could torture them and agonize. So while we got just a quick break from some of the Super Chats, and I know there'll be more, we'll get caught up in a second, I do want to say thank you to people who support this channel all season long. We've grown unbelievably fast. You guys can see the mod emojis. So if you guys are interested in becoming a member, we get custom emojis. We're going to unlock a Super 999 Army Super Fan emoji, I think, with another 3 more members. If you guys want to know how to be a member, if you're watching through YouTube Gaming and you hit the $, then you can level up and join, and that becomes a monthly member. And then just highlights, you get loyalty badges, a couple other things. And, of course, we do have patrons you guys can see in the top left-hand corner that sponsor our channel through a third-party website. We're extremely fortunate to have an awesome group of people, and it continues to contribute to this channel and helps our channel grow. So we got William the Walking Dead Billboard. Bold prediction. The remaining leaders will go to Negan's cell, explain the situation, and open a cell door. William, that's you guys are really confusing me now. First we went from one person to 2 people to another person, and now we're saying all the leaders will recruit Negan. I don't know, William. I think the council is going to have to talk about it. We'll certainly see. Dead on Leprechaun. Thank you for that. Dead on, we'll take that as a super chat and a tribute to Tara. So I'm going to ask everybody in the stream right now. Big shout out for Alana. I mean, a Walking Dead career, starting from the governor and everything she's went through. She's went through some people that didn't like her character. They didn't like her arc. How about a shout out to her? I mean, amazing job. And, you know, when we lose people, we lose people. We're never happy about losing them. But tremendous job. Looking forward to seeing her on Talking Dead tonight because I'm sure it's going to be her. Ryan Schoenlieber says, I don't know about you, but I really like the added touches of the Sadiq story and them at least fighting back against Alpha, even though they ended up. Yeah, I did like that too. One of the predictions, if you guys caught this, I think about 2 weeks ago, when we were talking about the Red Fair, and I'd kind of said for the audience, and they said, well, Kills, how do you think this is going to play out? And I said, well, I think either Alpha will kill some people there, or she'll lure them away, and people are going to be looking around like, hey, where's Tammy Rose? Hey, where's Frankie? We didn't know it was Frankie at the time, but we thought it would be Nabila, actually, instead of Frankie. So, hey, where's Nabila? And you'd start to see this panic on their face, and that's exactly the way it played out. So I know it's a minor bold prediction, but that's the type of things that we do all week long when we're talking about the show two nights, 2 times every night of the week. We kind of get a little bit of the feel for how the writers are going to go with the show. And appreciate you guys being involved in that prediction as well. And I got a feeling that there's going to be a whole lot of Walking Dead fans and a whole lot of people watch this live stream because the amount of people that are reacting to it. So when you guys do a shout out like to Alana and to Matt and Kate and just all of them, they probably read it. You know, they sit back and watch YouTube videos like the rest of us. And the fact that we're growing really, really fast, I think I wouldn't be surprised if a lot are checking out your comments right now. So thank you for that. Appreciate everything that you guys are doing. And guys, do me a favor. Some of you that are new that just want to come in and spam stuff, do my mods a favor. Come in here and just be on your best behavior. Talk about the show, but we'd love to have you guys come back. And if you're typing something that is getting you blocked, then, don't do anything silly. Get your opinions, get your thoughts in this video. Marcus Martinez says Alana was incredible tonight. I thought she did a good job. I think everybody nailed it. There was such pressure on this episode for everybody to deliver, for everybody to just knock it out. I mean, you get one shot at this, right? You know all season long, hey, episode 15 is coming, the border scene is coming. Does anybody think that there was a character that didn't do a phenomenal job? Because I thought everybody was incredible. Ryan, once again, says, great work on getting my last name right. There you go. It scrolled up a little faster this time, so I wasn't gonna gamble a second time in a row. But thanks for that, Ryan. I got a super chat for great pronunciation. Awesome. All right, well, hey, if you're not a sub, hopefully that'll get you to subscribe. Who's going to be the new Henry Carl? Connor, I don't know that there's going to be a new Henry Carl. I think too often we say, well, this person needs this arc and this person needs that arc. The show is taking on its own identity. Remember, The comics are, they're a roadmap. They're not a treasure map. They give us a little bit of direction, but it's not, we have to do it exactly this way. I did not like Gage. Gage is going to be a problem. Gage is going to be one of those people, like Jared, that we love to hate. Cody, whatever you typed, well, you just probably got kicked out for saying the same thing. This dude, all right, I'm sorry, because it's about The Walking Dead, but this has to be funny. He actually came into a stream and complained about the rules and guidelines of what we do in this stream to keep people doing what he did out of our stream, and then he got kicked out for the same thing he was discussing. It's like, really? You might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but that's okay. Cowboy Rob says, didn't get to watch yet. Were the heads animated? Yes, slightly animated. It wasn't... There was some slow scrolling. Kind of each person in the flashback. Whew. Miss Nina Ray, new subscriber. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, and thanks for the super chat. Kay Hensley, what did you think of the ending with Alpha? Kay, I think I'm just a little numb to the whole thing. I don't think there was any one part over anything. I just love the whole thing start to finish. Nathan Fisher, I'm glad Henry's dead. Always wanted to hit him. I wouldn't agree with that. You certainly have a right to your opinion. Honestly, I'm not glad any of the characters are dead. And I'm not going to single anybody out that, comes up with an unpopular opinion. I will probably say, Nathan, your opinion is certainly in the minority, because one thing we talked about in the earlier stream, you're going to have people that like Henry, don't like Henry, and people in the middle that like other people. And I think a lot of people shifted from the don't like Henry to I feel a little bad he's gone. Filthy Gaming Super Chat says, thought Magna got piked when I saw Yumika. Yeah, I did too. Well, here's the thing, right? We knew the spoilers, but we still thought the spoilers could be incomplete, and maybe there were one or two other people. So I was worried about Magna until the very end. Not going to lie. We got Lemon. Lemon says, if Henry never went to fix the pipe, we'd be fine. Good point. I mean, how well did they set that up? Think about how brilliant this writing was. They set up the pipe problem like what? 4 episodes? And then they brought it back. I mean, the foresight to do that so early. Amazing job. I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe right now of Angela Kang. Ben Stevenson with a super chat. Ben says, amazing how Ozzy, DJ, and Alec ran into the danger and didn't think twice. Became Pike victims. Heroes salute. No doubt about it. Alec was probably the one character all week long after spoilers. People were like, huh? Who's Alec? But DJ certainly showed that people can change. And Ozzy, that, hey, you don't need to know people. There's still hope. You just meet somebody and you can trust people. So I think both of those characters really send a message to Michonne that DJ dying and the way he died might actually be what gets Michonne over the Negan hurdle. Daryl Stoltz says, did you notice how the sunlight on Samantha Morton, a.k.a. Alpha's blue eyes, made her look animalistic, psychotic, while showing Daryl the Walker horde? Absolutely, Daryl. And I think that's something we overlooked. The acting was brilliant, but the camera, the angles, a little bit of CGI with all the walkers. And I'm not going to pick that apart. The walkers at one point did look like kind of the water flowing under Rick's bridge or the deer. I won't say the CGI was as bad on the walkers as it was on the other two. So I guess we could nitpick it, but it was amazing. It was amazing to see that many walkers. Deborah Johnson, how did Magna survive when all the rest got piked? All the rest didn't get piked. Magna was with the group that was going to Hilltop. So different group. It looks like a few people that went with Magna did survive it. DeMilo Young, thank you so much for that super chat. If you got anything to add, type it down below, and we'll try to get back to it. But appreciate you super chatting. Let's see. What else we got here? We got Dead on Leprechaun. Give Negan Lucille and tell him to swing away. How do you guys feel about that? I know there was a lot of pushback. How will the fans react if Negan were to get Lucille? Does it bring back too many bad memories of Glenn? Or after tonight's episode, are you okay with Negan becoming a beast, getting his bat back, and going all-out crazy mode on Alpha? Do we hate Alpha enough at this point to unleash Negan? How do you guys feel about that? Or are there people that just you're never gonna rely on Negan? Did Negan get a few more fans tonight? I'd love to know. It does. I saw somebody said this means war. Sorry, I didn't catch it. It's streaming so fast. So whoever typed it, I completely missed you. Patrick Hughes, why would you kill Sadiq? Sadiq's done absolutely nothing wrong, except get tied up and have to tell the story. Let's see. We've got a few more super chats in here. We got, let me make sure I'm catching everybody. Nathan Fisher. Nathan, been watching the show ever since the beginning. I've loved watching the characters grow. The emotional roller coaster has been. Henry did not enjoy. Well said. For the people that thought they were going to be happy when Henry died, I never said I'd be happy. I said, yeah, he's a troublemaker. Probably won't miss him. I was wrong. Absolutely. We'll backtrack on that. Whisper Zeta, do you think anyone else dies in 16? I don't want to go out on that limb yet, Zeta. Would it not be devastating, though, if Ezekiel crosses over into the border? I don't think Ezekiel's safe yet. I really don't. I'm not going to say in front of all these people that he's going to die. But I just need to hear that he's going to be around for next season. Sherry Bentley, nightmares tonight. Pike fence you can't unsee. Well, hopefully you guys hanging out here and talking through it, hopefully that helps. Hopefully it makes a difference. And once again, I'm sorry we couldn't do the countdown stream. It's just I knew the spoilers were going to be out in full effect if we did that. So hopefully you guys will accept my apology and you're enjoying the reaction stream. Sheila Beasley, release the Negan. I love it. So we'll go from The Walking Dead Red Fair to release Negan. I think can we just hashtag free? Well, don't do it now. It's going to make the stream go crazy if 3,000 people hashtag free Negan. But we'll selectively, later on, we'll do hashtag free Negan. I'm sure I'm going to have people do it anyway. It ain't going to matter. It's going to happen. You guys understand when you're on YouTube, and if you remotely suggest something, it happens. In-depth opinion on Negan, he has grown on me. I was one of those that said I would never forgive him. And that's another thing I've changed my mind on. Matt Denzel says, not the biggest Negan fan, but they need some ruthlessness. Very well stated. Very well stated. We got another super chat. This is Daryl Stoltz says, Magnificent 7 of The Walking Dead Season 10 after Michonne leaves. Negan, Daryl, Carol, Connie, Yumi, Magna, and Jerry. How about Aaron, Daryl? We got to get Aaron and his robo arm in there somehow. It might have to be, we might have to have a Magnificent 10. I could probably think of a couple more. Lydia has a vested interest. I don't know if she'll be magnificent yet, but you got to add you some Aaron in there somewhere. The Great 8, maybe instead of Magnificent 7. We'll come up with something. All right, we got another super chat here. Matt the Snack, what will Judith's reaction be to Negan's release? She got a partner. She got somebody that listens to her. She got somebody she can fight with. I think Judith will absolutely love it. So, as we got a quick break, I want to ask just real quick thing. If you guys are brand new, if you're not a sub here before tonight, or if this is your first live stream, do me a favor and give a quick 999. Just the people that are new. And I know there's probably 1,000 people that are not new, but there's at least a couple hundred. And I want to give a special shout out to each one of you for being a part of our reaction stream. And if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, if you like what we do, I'm just going to ask you, subscribe, hang out with us a couple nights a week. Would love to get your theories. I mean, you got some great comments, and you guys are doing it live. one of the differences, we're not doing 10 to 15 minute video clips and posting them, for you to fight to, who posts it first. We like to get together with this group of people and talk about it every night. So your opinions would be well appreciated. Your interaction would be well appreciated. And I think you'll really, really have a good time with this group, because I know I do, every single night hanging out with everybody here. Got a couple more super chats. Tom Ferreira, want to cry but can't for some reason. Tom, you might be, along with that same group. They probably, at the memorial, they probably wanted to cry too, but they're shocked and stunned. So I think that's a normal reaction. So you guys, all the people you see right there with 999, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys being here. Absolutely humbled and appreciative that each of you are joining our stream and hanging out with our army. Daniel Booth, thank you so much for that super chat, Daniel. Appreciate that. We'll certainly show that. A couple people got flagged for 999. We'll unflag you. No worries. William, The Walking Dead billboard, I got to run. Always a pleasure to hang out with this awesome family. I will catch remaining on the playback. Good night, Army. Free Negan, hashtag swing away. So we are going to wind this down in a little bit. I know we still got a ton of people in this stream, but I know a lot of you guys are going to want to watch Talking Dead, and it is going to be coming on in a few minutes. So we'll get a couple more thoughts, a couple more comments in the stream before we wind it down. Thank you so much. And a ton of new people just subscribed. So Daniel Booth, thank you so much. 999, awesome. Appreciate it. And let me just say, you guys, it's not me. You guys make this channel awesome. But I am going to say, before we leave, my goal, I want to get this thing, can we get it over 1,000 likes? We're getting close, like 839. We're going to be at 900 after this one. Let's see if everybody can get this thing over 1,000 likes before it actually goes live for people to watch the playback. I'm going to do a couple more super chats. We got Chara says, could there be a second Pike? No, I think there'll be some death. I don't know. I think the Pike scene has, I think Alpha has marked her territory. We're good. We're good with that. Full impact, but will there be other people to die? Absolutely. I certainly think that's definitely going to happen. Let's see. Another super chat. Nathan Fisher, 999. Follow the Instagram. Nathan K. Fisher. Daniel Booth. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And Tom Ferreira. Get her, Negan. Tom has been fired up all day long, I have to tell you. We've done multiple streams. We've had a good time all throughout the day. The other thing I want to say to all our new subscribers is if you guys like The Walking Dead on Sunday, I know the season's almost over, but we do about 5 streams on Sunday. So we do spoiler streams, we do prediction, we do hypotheticals, what-if scenarios, and then we have one stream on Friday night called Freestyle Friday that starts with the Walking Dead topic, and then it goes to whatever. So it's very casual, good to hang out with a awesome group of people. So a couple more super chats in here. We got Clown Dust. My DVR cut out when Alpha met Lydia in the theater. I was flipping out. Luckily, AMC On Demand pulled through. Hey, there you go. Shout out to AMC On Demand. We've got DeMilo Young. Negan is the new DJ. I think Michonne and Judith let Negan out. Judith will convince her mom that they need Negan. Yeah, there's been a lot of leaning in that direction. The Scars flashback certainly had a lot to do with that, and this is the icing on the cake. Thank you for that, DeMilo. We got Albert Christopher Silva, hashtag 999. You know what? That's one of the best shout-outs we can get right there. Thank you so much. We also got brand new member. Thank you so much, Deborah Johnson. Appreciate that. I think that's 38. We get 2 more members. We're going to unlock a 999 super fan emoji. And the way that's going to work is many of you in here on our Facebook fan page, we're going to set up a poll, let you guys vote for who our fan of the week or fan of every 2 weeks is going to be. You'll message me something that you like. We're going to create a custom emoji, and then all of our members will be able to use your emoji from time to time. It's, you know what, something a little bit different. Sometimes you got to be fun and different and corny, and we'll be all of those. That I can promise you. Rhino Ryan, shout me out, please. And first timer here and had a great time. So Rhino Ryan, I will absolutely shout you out. Appreciate it. First time here, subscribe, hang out with us, and I will shout you out more often. Jeremy Pierce, anyone else think it's time for Negan to make parole and help us take down some whisperers? Let's make that a super chat spotlight. How many people agree with Jeremy Pierce? Free Negan. Let him out. He should have been out on parole, I think, some time ago. But Michonne rules with the iron fist, and she loves to take care of that group in Alexandria. So we got... we were going to wind this down, but I want to get to everybody's super chat and everybody's question we might have missed. Nathan Fisher, you're a cool guy. I'll definitely stick around. That's a great comment, too. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. Very nice of you to say that. As long as we're not going on a rant. Because we can do rants, too. Maybe you guys have caught one or two. But one thing I'll always tell you, whether we rant, whether we predict, we always are passionate about The Walking Dead, and we never forget that we're fans of the show first. So I will tell you, sometimes we disagree, but even when we disagree, we are fans of the show. And I've been called like one of Walking Dead's biggest fanboys because sometimes to a fault, I try not to find fault. Because that's kind of what brought us all together, right? Robert Calder, thank you so much. Appreciate that super chat as well. And we got a couple more. And then I got to ask you guys a really serious question. I think how they filmed the Pike scene and barn scene was long enough to hurt, but not too much to put us over the edge. Perfectly done. I agree with that, Benjamin. That's why I think it's my favorite episode ever. It was enough that I got the context and I got the pain of it, but not so much that I reveled in the gore. So I could probably watch it again, although I couldn't watch the Glenn scene twice, but I could probably watch that again and be okay with it just to kind of, get a little bit more analysis. Jared Kosinski says, what do you think about the Pike lineup? Jared, I'm fine with it. Most people, when they saw it, they thought it was a weak list, and the one thing that we said was, as long as she directs it and gives them a good story. And I think she gave them a good story. Dead on Leprechaun, Daryl and Negan fighting side by side equals the A-Team. I'm not going to lie. When I finally accepted Negan, that's what I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to the two of them taking out some serious whisperers. Ecom says, Kills, you think Alden and Earl are making some spears? Oh, yes. Oh, no doubt about it. The blacksmiths are going to be in full effect, everybody. They are certainly going to be in full effect. Well, you know that feeling that a lot of you had where you said, I can't really cry, I'm frustrated, and you want to take that out? I think it's going to manifest in the group with Jerry. Jerry's going to want to vindicate Henry. Carol is at some point. Michonne certainly is. The blacksmiths are. I mean, there's a good story waiting to happen. All right, let's see if we are called up. If we are, we're going to start to wind this thing down. I think so. I think I got all the super chats. So you guys have been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody being here. But the one serious question I wanted to ask everybody, and please be perfectly honest. The shock from the TV show. Did this reaction video, hanging out, talking through it a little bit, did it help? A little bit, maybe. Because I hope so. I mean, I really do. I hope that being around fans and kind of sharing in the loss, and we didn't have a lot of trolls tonight. Look, we had a couple people that came in that wanted to taunt and brag, and we said this all week long during the streams. Like, please, even if they're not your favorite characters, don't really rub it in the face of other people that just lost a character that they care about. I mean, that we're classier than that. This army it's a good group, and it is certainly all about doing things the right way, doing things differently. I got another super chat here, and this is Daryl Stoltz. How about the glorious Survivor Warrior 10 after Michonne leaves? Negan, Daryl, Carol, Connie, Yumi, Magna, Jerry, Aaron, Cal, and Denise. There you go. I like that list better. But I'm going to have to modify your list just a little bit. How about we take Cal off the list and we add Judith? Can we do that? Can we get Judith on the list, Daryl? I'm going to keep modifying his list. He's going to scratch his head like, Kills. Man, I've already super chatted like $200, and you're going to make me modify this list again. Together, we will come up with a good list. But you got to have Judy on it. And the reason why I say Judy, I don't think she's leaving with Michonne. I really don't. I think Judith is going to be her own independent person walking around with that hat. Keith Green, 999 Army, is the best on YouTube. That is some amazing praise. Thank you. And hey, when this video goes live, keep in mind, there's going to be people watching it. They're going to watch your comments. They're going to respond to your comments. So you'll probably have 10, 15, 20,000 comments when this thing is done. So, what you say is important. Even if we didn't get to call on everybody, certainly this is one of the greatest episodes of all time, and your comments are forever enshrined in a live reaction video with a whole lot of people. Tom Ferrer super chatting says, when they showed Tammy, that's when it got dark. Yeah. Well, even Tammy Rose. The last couple weeks when I've been seeing, the way she fought for Earl, the way she fought tonight, the baby, I was not happy to see Tammy Rose go. She rubbed me the wrong way earlier in the season, but man, when she fell for that baby, it really started to make me take a step back and say I'm not looking forward to any of these people leaving. I want to see Earl fight, though. I just hope Earl doesn't go back to drinking and dealing with the loss. I'm okay. You know what, though? I am going to say it, and I won't go back on this. I'm okay with Gage dying. So let me ask this question. Last time, one more call, one more plea because we're so close. Everybody hit the like button. 54 more likes, and we get this thing up to 1,000 likes within the hour. That's a super fast. We got one more minute to get this thing up to 1,000 likes. Can we get 54 more? And then the question I'm going to ask everybody as we wind this thing down. Which character that is still involved in the communities would you like to see die? And I'm going to say Gage. And I know we do this quite often because at one point we probably said Henry and we're like, no. And then we said Tara. Some of us did. And it's like, no. And then it's Tammy Rose. Gage. I want to see Gage go. That little antagonistic punk that got everything going, man, he annoyed me. He annoyed me to no end. A couple of people said, who's Gage? Gage was the one over there with Rodney that was lying to Lydia about Henry. I know a couple of people jumped in here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. It looks like we're so close. We're going to be 12 likes short. That's okay. We tried our best. We got there. I know a few people were holding out till the very, very end. Awesome. Thank you for everything that you guys do. It is time to go watch. Let's all go watch The Talking Dead and tweet it. If you guys want to tweet to The Talking Dead, 999 Army, 999 Gaming. There it is. We hit it, everybody. Good job. 1,000 likes. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody being here. Let's enjoy Talking Dead. Hopefully I will see all of you here. Don't just come in for one stream during a reaction video. Get in here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock and then also watch us again at 9:30. Thanks for everything that you guys do. My name is Killshot, and I'm going to give one big super shout out because I can't shout out 5,000, 6,000 people. Thank you to everybody in the 999 Army. That's the Patreons, that's the channel members, that's the moderators, and all of the super chatters that got their comments included in this video. Thank you for everything you guys do. I will talk to you all tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Peace.